This weekend, woohoo! This weekend, the Galveston County Fair and Rodeo kicks off down in Hitchcock, and there will be live music, food, and even a chance to get one-on-one time with these adorable animals. We've got two kangaroos and a spider monkey on set today.
We've got them on set. Two red kangaroos, Kojo and Tyson, and a spider monkey named Addie. Here with details on how we can meet these animals, our friend Barbara Magana Robertson. Welcome to Houston Life. This is a first for us, having kangaroos on set.
Well, you know, it's her birthday, so we had to go big, right? And plus, we're celebrating 85 years of the Galveston County Fair and Rodeo. So we kick off this Friday, so it's a big celebration.
This is so beautiful. I am just mesmerized. We have these like two little kangaroos.
And here's the fun part about it. You know, they're part of the kangaroo encounter, and little Addie here, she's going to be a special guest at the petting zoo taking tickets. So she'll be out there starting Monday. She'll be out there. But, you know, when you buy your ticket to the Galveston County Fair and Rodeo, you get to have access to not only the concert, the rodeo, the livestock shows, but there's a wonderful petting zoo.
And the petting zoo is always a fan favorite. Barbara, you've been involved for many, many years, and I know one of the common questions is, what's new this year? There's so much to see and do. People have great memories from years past, but you're always adding to your line.
Well, besides our little friends from down under and Addie here, we do have the Globe of Death. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's a thrill-seeking, yes, it's a motorcycle act that's kind of a thrill-seeking event, and it's included with your ticket, but you know, you get in this globe, this sphere, and these motorcycle riders go round and round, and the action is just jam-packed. People love it. It's not for the faint of heart, but someone gets to stand in the middle of it. Derek, if you want to come out, you know, we can put you in the middle of the sphere.
Great. So just if you go, you can stand. Like it's not like
I'm pretty sure that they have their different kind of ways to pick that person. But yeah, you might be able to do it. And Derek, you know, since I know somebody, I might be able to get you in.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to think about that before accepting that offer.
I don't know if your insurance would cover that, Derek.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. You guys were ziplining earlier, so we're ready.
Oh my gosh, it looks so dangerous.
Chatting about the sweet babies we have on set with us here today. They're absolutely adorable. I'm sure a lot of viewers want to know, where can they see the baby kangaroos and Addie the spider monkey?
Baby kangaroos will be part of the kangaroo exhibit. And here's the thing. Go to the petting zoo, and you'll be able to find everyone that we have here today throughout our fair's run. You know, we have a great lineup, and Kojo and Tyson are just part of our great lineup. So, you know, starting Friday, we have one of our favorites here at Houston Live is John Stork. William Clark Green will be kicking off, and we also have a lot of great talent that you can find on our website.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so fantastic. I love it so much. And I mean, when you say you're at the petting zoo, are you trying to eat my... She's trying to eat my jacket.
We just fed them, so I'm sorry. I mean, but they're adorable. You know,
you can actually pat them and cuddle them in the petting zoo?
You can, you can. And, you know, my thing is with these kangaroos, these are what we call the red kangaroos. There's 60 different species of kangaroos, and these two are from the red family. And they will eventually get up to 40 miles per hour once these two little guys get big.
Oh, wow. They can go pretty fast, kangaroos, and jump pretty high.
Yeah, well, we had them here earlier, and they were jumping around. And don't fall. They're, you know, one's 8 months, one's 6 months, and Addie here's 8 months. So they're kind of all in diapers still.
Oh, luckily.
I'm glad they're in diapers, because I can feel a little rumble from down under, if you know what I mean. Let's talk about the charitable component of this event, Barbara, because a lot of money has been given away in the form of scholarships, nearly $60,000.
That's a great question. We do it in scholarships, and then we also are able to give back to the community through our auctions. And it's because of the community that comes out and supports the auction that we're able to give back. Between our scholarships and auction, it was $1.1 million.
Wow.
Yes. And you know, in Galveston, here's the thing. You know, we invite people from all over to come out and enjoy, but it's giving back. And you can pull up and park, and it doesn't take you 3 days to get through our fair. You can do it basically in one day, and do it once and then do it again.
That is an excellent point, Barbara. It is easy to navigate for sure. And there truly is something for everyone. If it's been a minute since you've been out to the Galveston County Fair and Rodeo, it is like a reunion. You see people you know, you run into your neighbors and friends.
And the best thing is that we have a wine tent, so if you bring the kids, they can take off to the carnival, the petting zoo, and you can enjoy some Texas wines in our wine tent. We have that great lineup of entertainers, and we have a great rodeo. And we're one of the very few fairs that have a seafood cook-off and a barbecue cook-off.
Which is so awesome, and we're going to have a little bit more on that part coming up very soon, so that's exciting. But if you do want to go, tickets, and you can get more information and tickets to the Galveston County Fair and Rodeo by checking out our website, HoustonLife.tv. Just click on that Scene on Houston Life section.
Barbara Magana, great to see you and to these little babies.
This has been the most. I would definitely recommend going to the petting zoo.
Isn't this an experience?
Yeah.
And it's all part of the Galveston County Fair and Rodeo.
It's perfect.
I'm not
Just
giving,
down the
but this
road.
one won't be there. I'm not giving Tyson, is it?
Yeah, Tyson, yes.
Tyson, I'm not
Tyson
giving
and
him.
Coach.
You gotta give him back. Come visit us.
No.
Barbara, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
All right, so when we come back, we are headed into the kitchen to learn a delicious gumbo recipe from one of the team members competing at the Galveston County Fair and Rodeo Seafood Cook-Off Competition. Don't go away. Houston Life will be right back.
One of the classic events at the Galveston County Fair is the Seafood Cook-Off, and our next guest has several titles under her belt thanks to her delicious gumbo.
Those titles are very well deserved because gumbo is difficult to make, but here to share her secrets before she competes again this weekend, Kelly, is it Ottoman? And you
Ottoman, like
Ottoman,
the empire.
like
I like the empire.
like the empire. I love it.
That's why you rule in the kitchen.
So you're the head cook for the team Lil Scrimps. We are happy to represent the team. And tell us where your love of cooking came from, Kelly.
So my dad grew up cooking for us. He's been in the restaurant industry my whole life. And then living in, Galveston County, League City, growing up on the water, we just have an infusion of different cultures and foods. And then my mom's family's from New York, so it's a blend of, deep south in the valley of Texas to New York. So it's all a blend. And then my grandmama's family's from Louisiana.
Wow. Now, I feel like gumbo is one of those dishes that everybody has their take on it. There's a lot of gumbos out there. I mean, what do you say is the secret to a good gumbo?
That's a PSA for everybody because gumbo is very household specific. You need to consult your ancestors.
That's true.
Okay.
Do you put okra in your gumbo? I'm just checking.
Yes, in my chicken and sausage gumbo, sometimes in the seafood, but we're not putting in this one today.
What about potato salad?
You can serve with potato salad. It just depends on your mood. I have rice today, though.
Okay, I thought you were going to put potato salad in the gumbo. I was like, wow,
put it in
some
the bowl.
people do. Some people do. But
They
here's
do.
the thing: potato salad and okra, they can be fighting words for some people. I like them both. Okay, so the roux, it's all about the roux, right? And
Yes.
patience is key, right?
Very.
Wow.
So you usually do an equal measure of oil. I like to do a neutral oil. You never want to use something strong like olive oil, so a neutral oil. And then it's 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of oil, depending on how much you're making. And then you have to low and slow stir it until you get that nice chocolatey color. But if you stop stirring, it'll burn, and then you have to start over.
Stand at the stove.
And it'll take about, I had to do this off air because it takes about 2 hours to get to the color you want.
So you've got the roux ready to go. That's what you have in that Magnalite there on the
stirring it?
stove.
Oh, you know the Magnalite. I like it.
I have one. I grew up with one. Have
These are
one
my
here in Houston.
grandmama's.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so after the roux is ready.
Okay, after
take
the
us
roux is
through it.
ready, we have your Holy Trinity. So it's similar to a mirepoix. The only difference is bell pepper instead of carrot. So then you want to add some onions to the pot.
Oh, me? Wow.
Yeah,
this is
go
impressive.
ahead.
How many onions?
Just a couple scoops.
Okay, I was about
And it might sizzle. Yeah, there you go. Just keep going. Bigger
Let's get
scoops.
that. I was going to
Texas
the whole lot
scoops.
Is that big enough?
One more.
One more. I wasn't big enough. I'm almost
All right,
Jackson.
there you go. And then when you add the Trinity, it cools down your roux, so it stops stops it from cooking. And then we're gonna add some bell pepper. You can just chunk some in there. You don't have to be delicate.
Oh, okay, cool. Dump it in.
Yeah, there you go. A lot of people just do green. I like color because of aesthetic.
Okay.
And then we do. You can do some celery.
Celery?
Yep.
Should I dump in some green bell pepper as well?
You can. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I love celery and stuff.
Awesome.
I think it tastes good.
All right, and then a little green bell pepper.
I wish we had the fourth dimension today because the smell of this studio, smell, if you've ever had a great gumbo or if you've cooked it at home, that's how it smells right here. And that Holy Trinity is really where people's kitchens can start smelling nice,
for
right?
sure.
Yeah, the smell just changed. Like, whoa.
Don't worry about that.
Air.
Slow down. It happens.
So then we're gonna add a little bit of garlic. We also call it the Pope. He goes in with the Holy Trinity.
Oh my gosh.
Got
I'm
to make it
loving
till
how
it smells good. And then you
spiritual
cook this down until it's soft, right? And then we have some homemade stock here in our handy dandy mason jar.
How do you do the homemade stock, Kelly?
So it's a combination of crawfish shells, shrimp shells, crab shells. Then we reduce it down with some water and a bunch of vegetables. And then you let it simmer and then strain it. And then you have this.
And
Okay.
then, do I put it in?
And aromatics, there's herbs in it too.
I was like, yeah, it does actually smell very good too. Should I just put this
Yeah,
in?
you can dump it.
Okay.
And then you whisk it, and don't worry if it looks like it's gonna seize. You just keep whisking until, you know, it all comes together.
Oh wait, I'm gonna swirl it a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is fun.
There you go.
And Kelly, the cooking time, again, we mentioned this, it's a commitment. You're going to be in front of the stove for a few hours. What do you think it is about your skills in the kitchen that keeps you winning these awards year after year?
You know, I trial and error, but I just keep practicing, and I love to cook for friends and family, and it's just a thing, and it's one of my passions. I just do it, and I have to make sure it tastes good.
I love
just
that.
love it.
And I know your dad is very proud of you.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And the awards, we're seeing some of what you brought today on set. Where do you keep all these trophies and plaques?
Honestly, like, I keep them at my best friend Christy's house.
No way, really?
Yeah, but we have a whole like curio cabinet that we keep them in.
Wow.
So yeah, we have a bunch of different awards for not only gumbo, but our shrimp and our seafood rice as well.
Look
Oh
at
my
that.
goodness,
Okay, so
this
at what
is
point
amazing.
are we adding the seafood into
So you
your
can
gumbo?
add some seafood now, and if you want to pop the tails off some shrimp, you know how
Sure.
to do that. They're already
Yep.
deveined. We do deveined, and when we do the competition, we can't have any shells. Like most people put like live gumbo crabs in there and things like that. But since it's competition, we can't have any shells. So if you want to put some. Here, I'll do it since I have gloves on. This is blue claw crab meat. So we're just going to add a bunch until it makes us happy.
This is great.
And then we have blue lump crab meat.
And that fresh seafood is just a critical piece too. If you're making this at home, you want to make sure you have only the best
definitely.
crab or crawfish you can
And then we
buy.
have yellow edge grouper, and then we have some Louisiana crawfish tails.
Okay.
Crawfish season. I just had my first crawfish at the weekend, believe it or not.
And then we have a magic blend of spices, which I can't tell you because it's for a winning team.
Oh, we don't want you to give away your secrets.
Oh, wait, this is the secret.
And you want some of the shrimp as
And
well?
the
in there?
shrimp, Gulf shrimp, right out of the ocean.
Okay.
We actually
and
just got it today.
so this is fresh,
Really?
fresh
Yep,
raw
fresh off the boats.
seafood.
Yep.
Okay, can we taste the finished product?
Yes, you
Oh my
can.
goodness.
So I have the finished one here, and then I have some in bowls for you there.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
look at this.
There you go.
And if you want a little hot sauce, there's some crystal hot sauce for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Naked first.
That is some award-winning gumbo right
Oh
there.
my
Kelly
God.
Ottoman, thanks so much. Good luck in this year's
Oh,
competition.
you know
you, I
what? If you want
Yum.
a link to get a recipe for this, because it is phenomenal. If you want more information about Galveston County Fair and the rodeo that's happening from April 14 through April 22, head on over to the Scene on Houston Life section. Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full.
Houston Life will be right back. We're making gumbo tonight.